Hi everyone, my special pranam and namaskar to all you young, brilliant children. How can I do namaskar and pranam to you? Why not? Because you are the one, you are the source of the supreme, the nature. It's representing itself through you as the consciousness and as per ancient Vedanta, the spirit, the soul. And so are your parents. And my special namaskar and pranam to you. So are your teachers. And same is my pranam and namaskar to you and the grandparents too. Today I wish to share a few of the thoughts. Have you ever realized we love to breathe? So there is a group of Indian and foreigners were taking a session from a great master in pranayam. And she talked about it's very important how to breathe. That we are breathing all the time. Without breathing, we will be dead. But we do not know how to breathe. You'll be surprised. Iyengar, who became one of the top 3 yoga teachers and took the Patanjali yoga to America almost after 100 years of Vivekananda's visit. Vivekananda took it not, he took Vedanta to the Western world. But Iyengar took Hatha Yoga and 2 others, and all 3 of them were from Mysore. I don't know if you all know this. Iyengar's first reaction on his book, he says, I am shocked to see people over here do not know how to breathe. And they're so filled with stress. So when you are stressful, you breathe only from your lung. And when you're calm and cool, and when you do your special meditation, I know all of you are doing it, and some of you are not doing it, hey, come on. Good to start right from today. You will notice that you breathe, your tummy, your abdomen gently moves out as you breathe in and moves in as you breathe out. So it's the belly breathing followed by the lung breathing, and you automatically get more oxygen and throw out more carbon dioxide. So this is all was taught by the lady teacher to international crowd, some Indians, some foreigners, not a very big group, but they were about 24, 25 of them. And she said, whatever I tell you, you just do that. And she did. She said, breathe in, and everybody took breathe in. And then she said, breathe out, and everybody took breathe out. And again she said, breathe in and breathe out. Third time when she said breathe in, and she herself went into a trance. She didn't tell breathe out. And all these people, they had taken a deep breath in, and now they're holding the breath. How long can you keep holding the breath? And they were busting, but they didn't want to disrespect the teacher. Out of respect, they were holding, and face is all becoming red. Lucky it didn't take the teacher to come back from trance more than a minute or something like that, maybe less than 2 minutes or a minute, I do not know that timing. And she says, now breathe out. And as they did, they felt very relieved. Teacher smiled and looked at them and said, how did it feel? Did you notice when you took the breath in and when you didn't breathe out, how bad you were feeling? And she had a great message. She said, nature has given us this process. Breathing in, oxygen and carbon dioxide, etc., all the poisonous things are breathed out. Nature system. She said, look, Indian teachers, great sages are great, no? She said, have you noticed that you drink water you love to drink cool, cold, fresh water. And that water has to, in a 1 to 3 hours time, has to go out of the body. And if it doesn't go out, you will be bloating up. And if you don't throw it out, the natural system of our throwing out the water from our system, you are in big trouble. Imagine, the teacher said, what when you eat food? You eat food, the food itself is called, as per the ancient Vedanta, Annamaya Kosha. There's a very pretty Hollywood actress, Italian lady, very pretty. And she joined this group in Hollywood. This group is from India and started by Vivekananda in that Vedanta training, in which she was asked by one of the devotees who used to come there, you are so pretty, what's the secret of your success? She very intelligently, she says, everything that you see over here in my body is because of pasta. Meaning, what she used to eat is what she is. As per ancient Vedanta, it is so. Called Annamaya Kosha. Anna, the what food we eat is what we are. Look at the example. Look at the tigers and leopards and hyenas and lions. They eat raw flesh. Have you noticed how bad they smell? Terrible. And look, whereas on the cows, in many parts of the world, particularly in India, the cows, even the cow dung is utilized for purification of the house. Why? Because they eat pure vegetarian food. Only grass and leaves and hay, dry hay. Have you ever thought? They eat only pure vegetables and dry hay and they give you milk. Notice, they don't eat meat and fish and something like that. Hey, by the way, I love to eat meat and fish. I'm not pure vegetarian. So I'm not telling you to become vegetarian. I'm just saying, just reflect on it. What we eat is who we become. But the Guru was telling, just see, supposing you don't throw out through the excretion system that we have, you're in trouble. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, many people suffer from such kind of disorders and they're in big trouble. In other words, what's the message? Nature has given us system to take it, use it for the body and the mind and etc. and throw it out. Nature will automatically make you throw out. Unless you suffer from some sickness. Tell me, from the social media, from the television, from the computer, from the mobiles, our eyes, our ears, and those 5 senses are picking up a lot of garbage. Even without the social media, our mind, with the feeding of the 5 senses, sending the data to the brain, and we are picking it up with our mind, and with the consciousness light, you all know about it by now, that the mind cannot work without the consciousness. If I am not conscious, my mind is zero. I have to be conscious. If I am in coma, or if I am in anesthetized, or I am unconscious, mind is not working. Notice, we do not have a throwing out system. So we must not pick up garbage and accumulate garbage and toxicity called stress. Stressful mind is nothing else but thinking with the data that we get and correlating with those data and adding up this and adding up that. Oh, she said like this and he said like that, and this is what my mom said, and this is what my dad said, and this is what my teacher said. Now, you need to have a purification system of your mind too. Just as your body, the drinking water, drinking food, and breathing in, breathing out. So what should you do? So this meditation, reflection or mindfulness is a beautiful process given to us by the ancient rishis to utilize it. How do you do it? Very simple process. Vedanta talks about you should breathe in like this and breathe out like that, and after a while when your mind is calm and cool, sit still. No movement. You'll feel like scratching here, scratching there, scratching there. Don't move. Tell yourself, no movement. Sit still. Like who? Not like normally everybody sits and moving there, thinking I think I should have the AC on. No, AC is too cold. Let me switch off the AC. Let me open the window. Let me close the window. Like that it can. So I feel like thirsty. I want to drink some water. Mind is playing trick with you. Now be still. Even if it is for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever the time is, that progressively you will see it will keep on increasing. It will increase. And the stiller you get, you attain closer and closer of purification. This stillness of mind, what happens? It's like a bucket with muddy water. And if I let it stay still, notice the mud falls down, and it goes into the bottom. Whereas, if it is stirred, that muddy water, you can't drink it, you can't use it. But if you filter it, or if you just let it stay still, you can maybe drink it too in an emergency. But you can't do that. Let's say River Ganga. This season, till the end of the rainy season, now if you go down to Gangotri, Gomukhi, where the Ganga, source of Ganga, or let's say Devaprayag, Rudraprayag, look at the map, it's beautiful. Look at the TV pictures. Crystal clear water. Other time, now it's fast, very cold, because water is coming from the glacier, and trees and mud and whatnot, things are floating by, including some people when they die, they also are flooded away. And it's dangerous. So those mind of yours and mine, when they are stressed out, that mind is dangerous. Not good for anyone. You can't give a little bit of that water to somebody to drink it. You cannot give this mind, that dirty, fast running, dangerous, filled with mud, filled with funny thoughts, stupid thoughts, hateful thoughts, angry thoughts, stressed out thought. Can't give it to anybody. This is called in Vedanta Vishayika Man. Meaning all those people who are just craving for more and more. Then Isha Upanishad, which Bapu Gandhi, the first sloka in Isha Upanishad, and Bapu Gandhi and Swami Vivekananda were very fond of that sloka. So was Shankaracharya. And what does it say? And Bapu is saying, there is no shortage in this universe, in this earth, in this planet, for everyone to sustain adequately. There is enough for everyone. But there is not enough for even one person who is in greed. So, enough for need, but not enough for one person's greed. How many people's need? Everyone. Same thing is with the river Ganga water. In the winter season, same place, same river, is crystal clear. I've seen it. You throw a coin, people throw coin, worshipping Mother Ganga in the Indian ways. You can see the coin down there. You can cross the river easily. It's cool, nice, and very beautiful to take bath in. Very cool, but very beautiful. So, you must have a system of detoxing your mind. How do you detox? One is doing this breathing and breathing out and sit still. Somebody will say, I feel sleepy, I go off to sleep. You go off to sleep, don't blame yourself, it's okay. You know why? Because we are so stressed out, our mind is so filled up with things. When you sit still, calm, automatically mind goes to sedated state of calmness and you feel you're sleeping. It's okay. But supposing you say, I don't want to sleep. So Vedanta says, okay, go out and do some good work for some people. Go to the neighbor, say, let me take care of your child. If there is no social distancing, you're also okay, they're also okay. Or go to your mother and father, or go to your grandparent, or go to your friend, go to your brother, sisters. Let me do something for you. Something to do things. Karma yoga. Other one was Raja yoga. No, I don't want to go out. The Vedanta says, okay, then what you do is have faith. Have lots of God or one Allah or one Christ or one Krishna, one mother. Don't believe in God? Okay. Have one unified field, this supreme nature which is giving us automatic system of cleaning, and just think about a beautiful scenery and just think of it. You may sitting still. Go from here to Switzerland, Switzerland to Norway, Norway to Himalaya, Himalaya to New York, New York to Japan, Tokyo. You can travel with the mind. Mind can travel instantly. And see the beautiful things which you see in your YouTube, in Instagram. Just visualize it, travel, and think about doing good with that mind to those poor, the destitute, and those who are needy, to the lady, to the old, those who need your time and support. You say, I don't want to do that also. Vedanta says, okay, read some good book. Listen to some good talk. Jnana yoga. Listen and reflect. So there are ways and ways and ways. Purification of the mind. Ideally, all the great masters say, use all four. Raja Yoga, becoming king-like. Karma Yoga, becoming a great yogi, became Vivekananda, become Jesus Christ. He traveled and traveled. Jesus Christ traveled all over from Israel, came to India. Did you know that? I got books here right now. I can show you the books. He came to India and lived for 17 years. You want to see the book? I'm getting a message, you want to see it. Here. Can you see this? Jesus lived in India. Jesus lived in India. Notice, the last years of Jesus, 17 years he was in India. And last teachings of Jesus. And these are all from ancient Indian texture of Vedanta. Just think. And you and me should do something. I wish somebody had told me when I was young. I would have been somebody great. So detox your mind as well as detox your body and the breathing system, and powerfully endow yourself. With what? Have purification of thoughts. Your thoughts are very, very powerful. With those thoughts come from where? From memory, which in turn comes from our past actions and the current action, present action. I see a beautiful, let's say, scenery like mountain Himalaya or a beautiful lake. I immediately think about swimming. Or let's say we go to Goa. I think about, let me chase the waves, let me go and take a bath, let me do scuba diving, let me do surfing. Thoughts come like that. You go to a beautiful restaurant, you feel like eating. Thoughts come like that. So, current or the past with that. But your thoughts, which you don't realize, are very, very powerful. You can produce and create anything with your thoughts, really, you call it wish, and some call it prayer. It is said everybody's praying, including the animals, but they call it wish. 9 to 10%, as per the world study of the people, human being of 7.7 billion people on this earth, 9 to 10% said, I don't believe in God, I don't pray. Though they say that, but it is not so. They do. How do they pray? They're saying we don't pray. They do call wish. Like you're going to Mumbai, you wish, I hope I don't have a tire burst. I'm going to catch a flight to New York. I wish I'm on good time. I have a beautiful journey. On the airport in Mumbai, I have some beautiful things to eat, things to read, things to talk about, meet some good people. If you're going for a business trip, you think about my business should be good and this is what I want to achieve. You set your goals. You wish. They're all prayers. Call it prayer, call it wish, call it thoughts, whatever it is. But your prayer, your wishes are very powerful. Very, very powerful. It is so. Everybody is wishing, everybody is praying. Even a tiger, animal, going and seeing a deer is chasing. Isn't it wishing I'm going to pounce it and kill it and eat it and give it to my kids or my family? What about a dog? Sees the bone. Isn't it wishing? Its mouth is watering. I have to go and eat it. So saying these wishes and thoughts are very, very powerful. In my next session, I'll tell you some of those powerful thoughts, how well they work. Have some good, beautiful thought called beautiful mind. Purify your mind, you'll purify the world. You know, it's the eye which holds beauty outside, which is loving eye. And the eye which is, supposing it is screwy like this, you know, frowning, it will look at frowny things, it will look at terrible things. Eagles fly very high, but they look at life. Vultures also fly very high. But notice they're looking at dead body. So be careful in your social media, surfing and going around. Look at positive things. It's got everything. The world has got everything. Remember one word. What Bapu Gandhi had said. What is there from Isha Upanishad. Isha Upanishad. This earth has got enough for everyone's need. But it is not enough for one person's greed. So you and I must not be greedy and must give to as many for their need. Till the next session.